From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
We have details on parking plans at the Metra ahead of one of the busiest weekends here in quite some time.
If you're coming to the PBR, this upper parking lot right up here is the best solution for you.
Plus, the Billings Airport is laying out plans to make plane tickets more affordable.
It's just a matter of economics. Basic economics, supply and demand.
And prizes galore. If you bought a ticket to help St. Jude's Children's Hospital, you could walk away with something nice this morning and a brand new home tonight. Here it is, the St. Jude Dream Home in all its glory. We'll be raffling it off tonight on Q2 at 5:30, and we're giving away prizes all morning long as well. Yeah, here's the office. Again, this is a brand new home that was built specifically for this fundraiser for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Funding, of course, research for pediatric cancer care. We have several other prizes that we're giving away throughout the show today, so stay tuned for that. Good morning and welcome to Montana This Morning on this Thursday, April 13th. We're going to get to today's headlines in a second, but first we're giving out some more amazing prizes. There are still 2 more to win. This hour we're giving away a $10,000 gas and grocery card and a $5,000 family photography package. Everyone who wins this morning will be put back in the hopper and has a chance to win tonight's top prize, that brand new $515,000 house in the Legacy subdivision over on the Billings West End. And good news, if you buy a ticket right now, you'll be eligible to win the house. There are fewer than 500 remaining. All you got to do is head to ktvq.com/dreamhome to buy one. Sales are going to be cut off at 4 p.m. or when the tickets sell out. Those tickets are only $100, and even if you don't win, remember that $100 is going to help fund treatment for children with cancer. Again, we're giving away the home, a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home tonight during the 5:30 news. Miller, you've gone over there and checked out the house, correct?
I have, yeah. It's a beautiful house. Boy, somebody's going to get really lucky tonight, man. Really nice house. And remember, like you said, if you win one of the prizes, name still goes back into the hopper for a chance to win. So you could be a double winner. How about that?
Man, that would be exciting. Also, we invited ourselves over for dinner.
Yes. Watch out, we're coming. Oh my gosh. All right.
We'll bring something.
All right. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at yesterday. Yesterday, the day, a couple days before, we had those record temperatures. Not so much yesterday, but we're pretty much on target where our high should be. We got up to about 55. We're a little milder than normal. Yesterday morning only got down to about 38, which is about 4 degrees above the norm. Top gust yesterday of about 30 miles an hour. It's been a dry start to the month, but we're seeing some changes out there right now. We got snow, we got rain, and the good news is that snow, it's going to be that wet snow, so we're going to have some moisture associated with it, not that dry, fluffy stuff. And we could use it. You can see for the month, getting into the hole there. Now we're on the flip side, just barely around where we should be for the year. We're in the hole for the snow for the month, and for the season, though, we're pacing ahead. So got rain and snow out there right now, a wintry mix in some spots. Over to our west, definitely see some snow coming down. 36 right now at the airport, feels like 29. Winds out the north at about 9 miles an hour. Temperatures as we get up and at them, 30s and 40s, mainly 30s out there. Some of us may not get much warmer than we are right now. Highs in the 30s and 40s. Those 40s will be over to our east today. But there you go. We've got rain, some moderate rain falling right now here in portions of Billings near the airport, coming up near Shepherd, down near Laurel. We pull back. You can see that dividing line there right through the middle of the Q2 viewing area off to the west. We've got the moisture not so much off to our east. We'll tell you all about this and how nice the weekend is looking coming up here in just a bit.
All righty, Miller, thank you so much. And speaking of the weekend, Metra Park is going to be packed with 3 major events happening all at once. Many are wondering where they're going to park. Q2's David J. shows us how venue staff are going to help you navigate the parking lot.
3 events at Metra Park this weekend. You have the PBR at the arena, the RV and boat show at the Expo Center, and the gun show at the Montana Pavilion. And with the construction, it's going to have an effect on parking and traffic. Metra Park management has some advice and suggestions on how to make that go smoother. Construction plans call for replacing drain pipes and repaving the lower parking lot, adding close to 100 spaces near the buildings, and the northeast part of the property also has added parking and paving. Metra Park Interim General Manager Tim Goodridge helps break down the parking plans during the weekend.
If you're coming to the gun show, lower lot right here. If you're coming to the RV show, come into the carnival lot.
Goodridge says he expects the heaviest traffic when more than 5,000 PBR fans arrive at Metra Park.
Tickets are selling really well because this is the last dance for Flint Rasmussen, Montana native. So if you're coming to the PBR, this upper parking lot right up here is the best solution for you, and then you just come right down and come into the front of the arena.
And when all the events wrap up, Goodrich has a plan for leaving.
If you're parked in this lot right here, you come over here to gate 2 and then you exit right. Don't turn left right here.
That's a right turn onto First Avenue South. And on the other side, make a right turn onto Bench Boulevard.
Remember that you want to turn right out of the lower lot.
The $3 million project is paid with COVID ARPA federal money for infrastructure, and it's expected to be done before Montana Fair this summer.
If everybody is patient and kind and generous to their neighbors and just allow everything to move along, then we'll be all good this weekend.
In Billings, David J., MTN News.
Thank you, David. And new overnight, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals rules that the abortion pill mifepristone should not be immediately blocked, keeping the drug accessible and available for providers to use, at least for now. The court did keep in place some provisions of a lower court order restricting how much the FDA can offer the drug. Judges are blocking it from being sent to patients through the mail and rolling back other steps the government had taken to ease access. The Justice Department is likely to appeal that order to the Supreme Court. This morning, we're learning about a plan from Billings airport officials to make plane tickets more affordable. Right now, flying out of Bozeman is almost always the cheaper option, but leaders believe prices here can and will come down. Q2's Phil Van Pelt reports.
This used to be security here at the Billings airport, but it's since been moved upstairs after the airport recently underwent a massive $60 million expansion project. But even so, some say even bigger changes still need to be made. For many Billings residents looking to travel, the cheapest option often involves a 2-hour drive to Bozeman.
I got friends that are traveling there today and flying out of there just because the prices. I mean, it's a big difference. It's ridiculous, to be honest with you.
Bozeman is far and away Montana's busiest airport, and more Magic City residents are flocking west in favor of more airline options and cheaper prices.
Prior to 2020, when the air service got really disrupted, we were usually losing 3 to 4% to Bozeman as far as people leaving Billings, driving to Bozeman for air service. And that number has now grown to around 9%.
Allison Corbin is the Director of Business Recruitment and Economic Development for the Big Sky EDA, which is seeking to help bring a new direct flight from Billings to LAX or San Francisco.
We've been talking to airlines throughout the years, but now we're really investing heavily in doing more. And so I think this is one piece to getting that ball rolling.
New Airport Director Jeff Roach is working on those other pieces.
For Billings, after California, we're looking at places like Nashville and Orlando as top destinations.
Earlier this year, Billings slipped from the second busiest airport in the state to number 4, falling behind Missoula and Kalispell. This despite a multi-million-dollar expansion and renovation of the airport.
We're expanding to make sure that, and updating our airport terminal to ensure that our facilities are in place and we have the capacity to meet the needs of our traveling public as well as the air carriers that serve Billings International Airport.
Billings needs $750,000 to apply for this new grant. So far, $300,000 has been raised. The city won a similar grant in 2017 to add a direct flight to Dallas on American Airlines.
What we would be doing is providing a revenue guarantee from the community, and so we're asking businesses now to help contribute to that, to match the grant, to make it so it's less risky for an airline to come in and start a new route.
But until then, many say they'll continue to drive to Bozeman until prices here become more competitive.
It's just a matter of economics, basic economics, supply and demand. Charge too much, they're going to go away.
In Billings, Phil Van Pelt, MTN News.
Thank you, Phil. And here's a story. It's like the Billings version of Shark Tank. Hive is a competition where local high school students pitch business ideas to community leaders, hoping they'll invest in a startup company. Yesterday, young entrepreneurs pitched food trucks, tools, painted frogs, and everything in between. The winner, though, was a business called Holiday Help, a service that decorates your home for any occasion. Last year's winner was there, too. She says winning Hive helped her startup expand nationwide.
All across Montana. And just the U.S. in general. I believe I am in all 50 states. When I started Nellie Nicole Designs in 2020, I definitely did not think that it was going to become my entire life.
The winner receives $5,000 to help further their business. And here's a cyclist's dream. Wide open roads in America's first national park with not a vehicle in sight. New this morning, Q2's Jackie Coffin takes us to Yellowstone, where for a small window every spring, the conditions are perfect for an epic bike ride.
If you're biking in Yellowstone National Park or really anywhere in Montana this spring, packing to be prepared is essential. Bringing extra layers of clothes, warm gloves and a hat, sunscreen, bear spray, plenty of water and a little snack, as well as a first aid kit will make sure you have an awesome trip. And once it's all packed, we're ready to go.
Let's go
It's a bucket list ride, starting with a stop at Free Heel and Wheel, right outside the west entrance of Yellowstone National Park.
We're a bicycle and cross-country ski shop. We've been here in West Yellowstone for almost 27 years.
Free Heel and Wheel equips people for outdoor adventures year-round, and April can be the perfect time for trips on two wheels.
In April, if weather permits, they do allow bicyclists to go in and utilize some of the roadways inside the park without the public traffic happening. So it's a really cool time of year.
With the sun shining and the roads dry, I was ready to try it myself. Just came in the west entrance, and there are some bicyclists on the road. It's a beautiful day. It's a little windy, but that's okay. Check it out. My ride is a 30-mile round trip from West Yellowstone to Madison Junction. But other cyclists I ran into, hello, had more ambitious plans.
We're gonna head up to Norris and have a little snack and turn and come back.
Biking the park's empty road, your plans can change quickly. With locals slowing you down, inclement weather moving in, and sights so beautiful you have to slow down and enjoy the ride, or stop to drink it all in. Wow. The west entrance offers the best options for bike rides right now. From there you can ride all the way to Mammoth, which is about 50 miles in one direction. It's important to be prepared as conditions can change quickly. With no services currently available, if you get into trouble, you have to get yourself out.
The park is essentially closed, so there are no services, there's no rescues.
The toughest part of my ride, Yellowstone's infamous headwinds that make the 15-mile bike ride back feel extra challenging. Ooh, it is windy. These roads open to cars on April 21st.
Then that opens the other roadways that aren't open right now for bikes, and you can still come and enjoy some cycling in the park in the early season before it gets too busy.
So you've got about a week to enjoy Yellowstone's magical spring shoulder season. In West Yellowstone, Jackie Coffin, MTN News.